Well friends, I welcome you all in this session on rectification of errors 2. So well friends, you all might be well aware that there are two types of error, type 1 error and type 2 error. So one-sided errors affect the trial balance, whereas two-sided errors do not affect the trial balance. So here in this session we will discuss how the rectification of one-sided errors is made. See friends, the rectification of such errors will depend upon the stage at which such errors are committed. If such errors are committed before preparing the trial balance, then the errors need to be rectified just by putting a line on the wrong figure and simply writing the correct figure above or below the wrong figure, and the person rectifying such error will also put his initials. But when errors are committed after preparing the trial balance, the rectification will be done with the help of the suspense account. So here it is pertinent to note that the errors which are located before preparing the trial balance need to be rectified just by putting a line on the wrong figure and writing the correct figure above or below the wrong figure. But when the errors are located after preparing the trial balance, then the errors need to be rectified with the help of the suspense accounts. Let us see how such errors are rectified. So there are certain steps which need to be followed in order to rectify the one-sided errors. The first one is identification of the account with the error. So here identification of account is most important, that which account has been affected. Second one is ascertainment of the excess debit or credit or short debit or credit in the above account. So once the account is identified, then we need to see that how much excess debit or credit has been made or how much short debit or credit has been made in that particular account. In case of short debit or excess credit in an account, we need to debit the concerned account, whereas in case of short credit or excess debit in an account, we need to credit the concerned account. Then the next step is pass the necessary journal entry by debiting or crediting the suspense account. Since only one account is affected, therefore the journal entry is passed with the help of the suspense account. Rectification of one-sided errors. So in case of one-sided errors, as we all know that only one account is involved, so it cannot be corrected by passing a journal entry. It is rectified by noting the correction on the appropriate side. For example, Rohan's account was credited short by rupees 90. So when Rohan's account has been credited short by rupees 90, this will be corrected by an additional entry for rupees 90 on the credit side of his account, which is as follow. See, like here we can see that it is Deshmukh account. So it is instead of Rohan account, it is Deshmukh account. So when Deshmukh account has been credited less by rupees 90, so this sort of error will be corrected by making an additional entry for rupees 90 on the credit side of his account. Here you can see, so here it is 14.1 Deshmukh account. So here when we see that Deshmukh account, it is credited by rupees 90. So the error which was made, now that error has been rectified just by making an additional entry and by crediting his account by rupees 90, by difference in amount received from him post on so and so date rupees 90. Now the second example is the purchase account is debited in excess by rupees 1000. So when, dear learners, we make the journal entry for purchases, generally we make purchases account debit to cash or purchases account debit to supplier in case if the purchase has been made on credit basis. So here purchase account is debited in excess by rupees 1000. So in order to neutralize the effect, because purchase account has been debited in excess by rupees 1000, so this will be corrected by crediting the purchase account with rupees 1000. So now you can see that in order to nullify the effect of such error in the purchase account, we have written in the credit side by overcasting of purchase book of the month of so and so rupees 1000, because the purchase account was debited in excess by rupees 1000. So therefore in order to nullify the effect, we will have to credit the purchase account. Therefore we have written in the credit side of purchase account by overcasting of purchase book rupees 1000. The next one is the wrong total in purchase book will be circled with the red ink and the correct total entered above or below the circle. Person doing the rectification will also put his initials. Next one is sales return book for the month of June was undercast by rupees 1000. Was undercast by rupees 100. Sales return book for the month of June was undercast by rupees 100. This error can be rectified by an additional entry of rupees 100 on the debit side of sales return account. So here we need to understand the sales return journal entry. So dear friends, when we make a sales to our customer, generally we make the journal entry cash account debit to sales if the sales has been made on cash basis, and if the sales has been made on credit basis, then we debit the customer's account, though the journal entry would be customer's account debit to sales rupees 100. But when sales return account is there, so now when sales return account will be there, so the journal entry will be there sales return account debit to customers. So here sales return account debit to customer 100 rupees. So here the sales return book for the month of June was undercast by rupees 100. Therefore, in order to neutralize the effect, we will have to again pass an additional entry by rupees 100. So sales return account debit to customer 100 rupees. To undercasting of sales return book for the month of June, it is 100 rupees. Next one is a receipt of rupees 300 towards commission was omitted to be posted. So when we receive the commission, the journal entry that must have been passed in the books of original entry is cash account debit to commission. So here in this journal entry, commission account has been credited by rupees 300. So what mistake was committed while making the journal entry? That we omitted to record, we omitted to post this journal entry. So here commission account was credited in the journal entry. Therefore, in order to correct the mistake in the credit side of commission account, we will write by omission of posting from cash book. So here in this transaction, the journal entry which must have been passed in the books of original entry was cash account debit to commission. So here in the debit side of cash account, we wrote to commission 300 rupees, but while posting it from journal to ledger, in the commission account, in the credit side of the commission account, we omitted to record the transaction. Therefore, in order to nullify the effect, we will have to write in the credit side of commission account by omission of posting from cash book rupees 300. Then suspense account and rectification of errors. Now we will see the role of suspense account while rectifying the one-sided errors. This method of rectifying error is used for errors located before preparing the final account. Well friends, as I have already discussed that the one-sided errors are rectified either by putting a line on the wrong figure and writing the correct figure above or below the wrong figure, or one-sided errors can also be rectified by making an appropriate journal entry with the help of the suspense account. So the rectification of one-sided errors depend upon the stage at which such errors are committed. So the role of suspense account will take place only when the errors are located before preparing the final accounts. After correction, a revised trial balance is prepared, which should normally tally. But sometimes what happens that even if it does not tally, it means there are some errors which have not been detected. It may not be possible to wait any longer because it will delay the preparation of the final accounts. Because we have to prepare the final accounts, we have to present the reports on final accounts to the different stakeholders. Therefore, we cannot wait any longer. We need to prepare the final accounts well in time. Therefore, in order to prepare the final accounts well in time, the usual practice is to place the difference to suspense account and tally the trial balance for the time being. So if the total of debit side is more than the credit side of the trial balance, difference is placed to the credit side of suspense account and the trial balance will tally and vice versa. Because if the total of debit side is more than the credit side, so it means total of debit side is more than the credit side. So in order to tally the trial balance, we will have to place the difference in the credit side of suspense account, and when there will be a credit balance of suspense account, only then it will be written in the credit side of the trial balance, and then the trial balance is tallied, and vice versa. The suspense account thus created is shown in the balance sheet. So if there is a debit balance of suspense account, it is generally shown in the asset side, and if there is a credit balance, it is shown in the liabilities side of the balance sheet. So during next year, after the errors are located and rectified, suspense account will get closed. When one-sided errors are to be corrected before preparing the trial balance, we did it by writing an appropriate note in the concerned account. But when they are to be corrected during the next year, that is after suspense account has been created, then rectification will be through an appropriate entry. Hence, one-sided errors will now be rectified through the suspense account. Now take an example. Rupees 580 received from Shyam were posted to his account as rupees 850. Rupees 580 received from Shyam were posted to his account 850. So the right journal entry that must have been passed in case we receive the amount from Shyam: cash account debit to Shyam 580. But the Shyam account is to be debited here with rupees 270, and the another account, that is suspense account, will now be credited to complete the rectification entry. Because the Shyam account was credited in excess by rupees 270, because the Shyam account must have been credited by rupees 580. So instead of 580, the amount was credited to his account 850. It means his account was credited in excess by rupees 270. Therefore, in order to nullify the effect, we will have to debit the Shyam account. Shyam account debit 270. Therefore, here we will credit the suspense account to suspense account 270 rupees. Let us assume that there is a difference of rupees 1 in trial balance, which was put in the debit side of suspense account, and the trial balance was tallied temporarily. So there was a difference of rupees 1 in trial balance, which was put in the debit side of suspense account. So it means the credit side of the trial balance was more than the debit side. Therefore, the debit balance of suspense account was put in the debit side of trial balance, and it was made tally temporarily. Now suspense account was carried forward to next year. Following errors were located. The first one is rupees 99 were omitted to be posted to the credit of a customer account from cash book. Rupees 99 were omitted to be posted to the credit side of the customer account. So we omitted to record rupees 99 in the credit side of customer account. So here we will have to credit the customer account by rupees 99, and in order to make an appropriate entry, or in order to complete the journal entry, we will have to debit the suspense account. So here the rectification entry would be suspense account debit to customer 99 rupees. then the sales book was overcast by rupees 100. So here the sales book was overcast by rupees 100. So here the amount would be sales account debit to suspense rupees 99, because when we make the journal entry for sales, we generally make the entry cash account debit to sales or customer account debit to sales. So there is a credit balance of sales. So here the sales book was overcast. It means there was overcast of rupees 100 in the sales book. So in order to neutralize this effect, we will have to debit the sales book. So sales account debit to suspense. So here instead of 99, it must be 100. Sales account debit to suspense account 100 rupees. Now we can prepare the suspense account. To difference in trial balance which was credited, credited in the trial balance. To difference in trial balance, it was rupees 1. To customer account 99, as we have already credited the customer account. Suspense account debit to customer 99. So in the debit side of suspense account, to customer 99 rupees, and in the credit side sales account debit to suspense 100 rupees. So in the suspense account by sales 100 rupees. So therefore the suspense account is tallied. Now the next one is, here it is pertinent to note that the suspense account is a temporary account. So suspense account automatically get closed. So when we try to locate the errors, so if the suspense account is not tallied, it means that there are definitely some errors which have not been located yet. So suspense account can be closed only when 100% errors are located and rectified. So the suspense account will automatically get closed. But if there is a balance, if there is a difference in the suspense account, it means that there are still some errors which have not been located, and these errors need to be located and rectified. Then the suspense account will automatically get closed. So this was the whole process of creating the suspense account and closing the suspense account, making the rectifications of one-sided errors. So here it is very, very important that when we rectify one-sided error, we need to identify that at which stage such errors have been committed. Well friends, as we had discussed that in case of one-sided errors, so if these one-sided errors are located before preparing the trial balance, then we need not pass any journal entry. Rather, we make the rectifications with the help of putting a line on the wrong figure and writing the correct figure either below or above the wrong figure. So it is very simple, and we have already discussed this sort of error and the rectification of such error with the help of the example. But when the trial balance is prepared, so when the errors are located after preparing the trial balance, then we need to rectify the errors with the help of the suspense account. So suspense account generally helps us in order to tally the difference of the trial balance, because we have to prepare the final accounts well in time. We have to present the report to the various stakeholders and to the internal management also. They have to take very crucial decisions on the basis of the final accounts prepared by the firm. So we cannot wait for any longer in case if the total of debit side of the trial balance do not tally with the total of the credit side of the trial balance. So the simple formula is that we can temporarily make the trial balance tallied by simply transferring the balance of the trial balance to the suspense account, and that this is how the suspense account is opened temporarily, and then the balance of suspense account is carried forward to the next year, and then during next year we try our best to locate the errors, and when the errors are located and when they are rectified with the help of the suspense account, then the suspense account will automatically get closed. So this was the role of the suspense account. I am sure that this interactive session must have extended the full benefits to the students. With this, I extend my thanks to all my learners. Thank you very much.